Well, good evening from Maryland. It's amazing to be sharing, our story with all the friends here all over the world. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we begin?
Yeah. How do we begin? I was a computer programmer for an airline. Now it doesn't exist anymore. It was called US Air.
I used to work as an intellectual property lawyer for a big oil company. Well, it's part of another big oil company now, okay, by the name of Mobil Oil.
Yeah.
No,
Now it's
now it's Exxon Mobil.
I know. No more Mobil by itself.
No more Mobil. It used to be the guardian of the red flying horse at the Mobil station. I was the patent lawyer in charge of that area. So anyway, okay, let me show you some slides, okay? And this mainly, well, they will cover our story. Let's go from there, okay? So here we go. Can everybody see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was a mathematics major at from University of Maryland. That's actually where Pat and I met because he was
a graduate student at that time.
Yeah.
And well, as you can see, I'm a professional student almost. Okay, I got a bachelor's, master's, and PhD in chemical engineering, and a law degree from a nearby George Washington University. And we are 24-year presidential director, well, which is the equivalent of Team Elite, and also a Circle of Excellence 4. We got that back in 2004. And we also chief ambassador and ambassador in Nourish the Children, and we don't know how many years we've been that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Now, this is back in can you see 1990s?
Can you see the words? Can you?
Okay. All right. Yeah, they can see.
Okay, yeah.
As you can see, we have two boys, right? And we were attending a trademark meeting in Arizona. That's why they had the cowboy garb.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what the family looked like before we joined New Skin. And this is 2018. Both boys have grown up now. One boy even have two little boys of his own.
Now he has three, actually.
Now he has three. Well, this is the younger boy got married first, and he's got two sons. The one that got married is the older kid, and they got married in November 2018, and they're expecting their first child this December.
I know.
And one thing about this couple is that they live very close to us, so we have access to this little princess.
Yeah, so we're going to be really...
We won't spoil them, okay?
Yeah.
We don't spoil. Grandparents don't spoil grandkids. Okay, just to be fair.
And then my dad.
Oh, the one sitting down is her dad.
Yeah, so my dad, he was 100-year-old at that time. And now he passed away this January. He was 102. Yeah.
So over, September last year, we added the little princess. You can see on the right. She will be 1 year old in September.
Yeah.
And you can see the little boys have grown up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Okay, so our story starts in 1988. Like I said, she was an airline IT supervisor. I was an oil company IP lawyer. What got us into New Skin was this house.
Yes. At that time, actually, one of my girlfriends, she says, I have to say there were two things happened. Our airline, US Air, merged with another airline, and there was talk that we might have to move out of Washington, D.C., where my parents live here, so I really did not want to move away, but the talk was there and happened. We saw, my girlfriend got us to look at a house in Avenel, and so we fell in love with this house. at the time there was nothing, just like drawings, okay, drawings there. And so we thought, wow, wouldn't it be nice if we could move into a house like that?
Well, Paul, let me ask you, if Lisa tells you, honey, that house looks very good, what would you say? Yes, we'll get it, right? Otherwise, you won't have much of a life. Okay, at least that's my lesson. All right. So, okay, you want to buy it? Okay. But inside of me, I was shaking, gee, this is not cheap. All right. We'll be very, very tight money wise. So what do? We were looking for some extra income. And just so happened, now we signed the contract to buy this house in May 1988.
That's right.
In August 1988,
our children's karate instructor,
right, Dr. Hong Taiwan,
he called us and he says, Marguerite, do you remember me? I'm Hong Taiwan. I said, oh, yeah, I remember. I thought, oh, school's going to start pretty soon. He probably is going to call us for something. And he says, would you like to make some extra money? And I thought, what? He wants us to sell you karate uniform this year? So he's talking about. So we thought, well, new skin. He said, new skin. And I thought, what's new skin? Never heard of new skin before. So I thought, uh-oh, this man, he's selling what? Cosmetic? Oh, we're very busy. So we told, we're very busy. We have no time.
Well, because we're Asians, right? We don't say no in your face. So we say, sounds interesting, but we're busy. First time, busy. Second time?
Busier.
Third time?
Even more busy.
You know why? We're busy watching television. Okay? By the fourth time he called, we felt guilty. It's okay. This guy wouldn't let us go until we buy something from him. So, okay. Have him come over and buy the cheapest thing he had to offer. That's what we had in mind when he came. Okay? So when he came over, we took one look and said, hey, what happened to you? Your hair looked different. I said, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been using this product called Nutrio, and I got pretty good results. And then what did he do for you?
So he also said at that time, New Skin had 17 products only. And we have one of our other famous product is called Facelift. It's a powder with an activator. You mix it together. And he says, I need to do a demonstration on half of your face so that you see the difference. I was 41-year-old at that point. So, wrinkles started and I thought, can get rid of wrinkles? I'm willing to try. And I agree. I said, well, I do half a face, then I know the difference. So he did half of my face with Facelift. And 20 minutes later, you wash it off. And guess what do you see? I saw my face up, better on the right side. And I go, oh my God, I need to buy this product. I need to join as a member. At least I could be a good user.
And then he explained to us what New Skin's all about. We really didn't understand it. But then what caught our eye was, he said, look, you're not supposed to do this now, okay? He said, look, after 3 months, here's what I made. We took a look. After 3 months, he was able to make $2,400
a month. So,
and he's also a PhD in physical chemistry. He's a scientist. If he could make that much money in 3 months, okay, we may be slower. If we can duplicate that after 1 year, this house wouldn't be a problem. So, okay, we said, okay, all right, let's try it, okay?
So we signed and became a distributor. Back then, I think to become a New Skin distributor, we had to pay $45 to join, $45 a year. And
unlike today, everything is free. And also...
And shipping. And then I remember...
Yeah, shipping was very
long
slow.
time. It was like when you order the product, you'll take like almost 3 to 4 weeks for the product to get to the house.
Yeah, so...
It was crazy.
That got us started. And, well, you talk to almost everybody, right?
So at that time, that's all new distributors. We have to write a list, right? We have to write a name list. So I had name list written, but I did not have too many people that wanted to do new skin. You know, they hear from me and they get, is there something wrong with you? Oh, you think you probably need a new job. You want me to help you find a new job? And I go, no, I just want you to look at this stuff. And then they would say, nah, oh, network marketing. Nah. This is really bad. You're going to lose all your friends. But reverse to that, you know, we have absolutely tens of thousands more friends than we know compared to back then. But we didn't give up.
Yeah, among in our list with the Kishimoto's.
I know.
Okay.
I remember, you know, she was like, you know, my friends are some Chinese, some American, but I didn't have too many Japanese friends, and they were the only one. Because
the only Japanese we knew at that time.
I know. He worked for Japan Airlines, and so he was on my list to call him. So he actually said, yes, I remember when I called him the first time. He goes, you know how Kishi talk? He says, not for me. Talk to my wife. Talk to Tamako. So I gave Tamako a call the first time.
Busy.
Second time.
Oh, so still busy.
Third time, busy.
Very busy.
So I actually crossed her name off my list. Have we done that? We cross people off because they figure they already, obviously, already truthfully told you they're not interested.
They're politely saying no to you, right?
Yeah.
So
luckily.
Yeah, Hong Tai said, well, you know, we may go to Japan, so give them another call.
Yeah.
So it's the fourth call that triggered it.
Yeah.
She felt guilty and, you know, came over. And that's
I did her half a face with the facelift.
And that's history, okay?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure when you first started this, you said to your sponsor, no, too. So this is payback.
So
for all the times you have refused to talk to Hong Tai, okay? Kishi did this to us. Same thing. So it's payback.
So
okay, so don't feel bad. Okay,
right.
you think about it. You have done it to your upline or wherever too. So think of it as payback. Okay, so after 1 year, did we make? Did we duplicate what Hong Tai did? No.
No.
We came close. We made 2,100.
Yeah.
So we were able to move to the house, and well, mind you, we both of us were working full time at that time. So this income from New Skin was actually part-time money, well, really extra money.
We call it gig now.
Yeah, well, or whatever. Okay, so after 1 year, so after another year, the New Skin income had gone up to the point that it was twice her salary. So she decided to leave US Air and do New Skin full time. Okay, and one thing about going full time is what you don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the job. But I was still working, so I used to wake her up every day before I left for work. I wanted to make sure she knew I was going to work. That wasn't
not with me.
Yeah, she didn't like that. Okay, so she started bugging me about joining her full time, but like I in the first slide showed, I came here to become an engineer, but somehow became a lawyer, mainly because when I graduated with my engineering degree in chemical engineering, I had problems finding a job back in '72. Where job situation was very bad. So I finally went to law school, worked full time in the day, and went to law school at night, and spent 4 years doing that. So for me to give up my law career like that, I just didn't want to. Plus, New Skin, we really don't know how reliable it is, because it was only 6 years old in 1991. So this is 6 year old.
Yeah.
18,
no.
8 years.
New Skin started in 1984.
84. So
88, 4-year-old.
No. After 2 years, it was 6 years or whatever. Yeah. The MLM companies are known to go belly up, rather quickly. So that's why we weren't sure that we can rely on New Skin. But then, so I told her, okay, I can do full-time New Skin, no problem, on one condition, very reasonable condition, which is when the New Skin monthly income surpass my yearly lawyer income, I will do New Skin full time. Okay?
But you know, that wasn't exactly what he said. He kind of said, all right, it's your New Skin. If your New Skin one day, 1 month income has surpassed my lawyer income, yearly income, I'll carry your bags.
I didn't say that. She made that up. But I figured it would never happen. So, okay, if you want to spread the rumor, go ahead.
Yeah, because New Skin was only 6-year-old. But, you know, I trusted the company, and because I love their products. So I said, this men are just terrible, right? So I said, okay, I have to show them, right? Okay, so it took another
5 years.
5 years, yeah.
7 years from the
business.
beginning, okay? 1 month New Skin, more than 1 year at the oil company. Now, when that happened, you know, whatever condition I gave my wife came true, what do?
Can't beat them, you join them.
That's right. I'm not as dumb as I look, okay? So I quit my law job. I retired from my law job in 1996,
yeah.
February.
And you went to Korea.
I remember that very clearly because Korea opened in February 1996. And she said, oh, Korea has very nice weather and in February. Why don't you go? It was cold. I mean, I brought on all my winter clothing. It was still cold. Whatever I had wasn't enough.
And you said the Lotte, right?
I said the Lotte World.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lotte World Hotel. And behind the hotel was a amusement park.
Big Ferris wheel.
Big Ferris wheel, and people were riding that. You know, Koreans must be very tough. I was told that I couldn't believe it. But anyway, so that's what happened. Okay, so both of us worked New Skin full time beginning 1996.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, and what has happened then? Okay, well, this is a one lifestyle that most of us have, right? 3-stage working life. You
acquire the skill.
Yeah, you learn a skill or go to a school.
And then you utilize the skill you learn.
For 40 years, and then
you retire.
You retire at 70.
Supposedly. Enjoy your life, supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, and then, well, bye-bye, right? Well, what happens here is actually one person's lifetime labor, all right? So, you know, everything is based on your work. So we need to do what? A smarter way of making money, okay? So the first 20 so years, you get an education, right? And then you work.
And then you run into New Skin. So you have to work smart, right? The gig.
So you can enjoy the rest of your life, okay? I think, you know, in the previous lifestyle, the worst thing you can do is what? Spend all your money before you die. I think that's the most fearsome thing to a retiree. If the money is all gone and they're still alive, what do you do? Okay, so in this way, you don't have to worry about that, okay? What you need is different type of income. Now, the company is very strict about what I can say, okay? So that's why I said different type of income.
Okay.
So for us, that is New Skin Enterprises, okay? So you build a New Skin team, it changed our life, okay? Now, I'm not gonna explain what New Skin is, and then you can ask that person who invited you here to explain a bit more. I just want to tell our story.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did it change our lives?
Yeah. In what way? Well, first of all, this is the old house we used to live in. Okay. Yeah. That's what got us started in New Skin. Mm-hmm. Now we live in this house.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a night view of the house at Christmas time.
I know.
You can see a Christmas tree right in the middle. Just
and we have a pool. We have indoor pool in the downstairs, and you see our exercise equipment right there. Yeah.
So it also enable us to have an apartment in Paris.
And then do you see me? Do you see me there on the 4th floor, leaning on the balcony? The reason is when I was young, I lived in Paris with my parents, and I love Paris. So when New Skin 1996 started in Europe, I told Pat, I says, can we have a new wish, right? Because you need to make dreams, right, for along the way. So I says, maybe if we could have a little piece of Paris, just a little piece of Paris. So that's what we did. I don't even know when we bought it,
2002, 3, something like
yeah.
that.
It's a little apartment in the 2nd district of Paris.
And I was on the ground dodging cars.
Yeah, for taking this picture.
And this was taken in Maldives.
Yeah, we went for a trip to Maldives. It's so beautiful. And so we're very lucky. We were there. And in the beginning, our tours just, we stayed at some kind of they say it's safer to stay on the beach. And then when we got there, and I said, oh my God, I want to be on those little huts on top of the water. So we went for walking there, and then we saw the cleaning people. And I said, can I visit some of the huts, and then after we saw 2, they said, oh, this is the one at the end is, there's nobody in there. They're cleaning up. Would you like to go see it? And this was the honeymoon suite. So after we looked at it, I said, we still have 2 more nights, 3 more nights or something. And so we naturally, they gave us a good price, a good higher price. And I said, hey, I don't know when I come back to Maldives again. Let's stay there. So that's where we stayed. That's the private pool. And then this is the
overwater bungalow.
Yeah, overwater. Yeah. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
We also visited the Mona Lisa.
Yeah. When New Skin had Timmy Lee trip, Pat, you're skinnier. Look at the back then.
Shh.
No.
Don't mention that.
Yeah.
They can see.
Yes, they can see.
But anyway, New Skin closed that section of the museum so that we can visit leisurely.
Yeah.
Okay? That's why we didn't have to fight people.
Remember when you go to anywhere out in the public in Europe, you have to be careful. There's
beware of pickpockets.
I know. So they actually closed the museum just for the Timmy Lees so that we could visit, very safe.
And also now in these pictures, okay, the top left, this is the White House.
Yeah, we attended a picnic at the White House last year.
Yeah, in the background is the White House.
Yeah.
And then the one below it, this was in front of the hotel in Maastricht, the Netherlands. We went to see Andrew Rear and his orchestra.
This is actually an old church that was converted to a Marriott hotel. It is an amazing place. Yeah.
And then over to the right is Lake Louise
in Canada.
And below that is the London Bridge.
Yes.
Our
cruise went there.
Cruise ship was being towed towards the London Bridge.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one that I think everybody should go on, okay? Around the world in 24 days by the National Geographic Society by private jet. All right, so
yeah, we
here
did
we
it
go.
Last year. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. First stop, Machu Picchu. Easter Island with all the stone statues. I took this picture. Okay, I don't know how I did it, but I took it.
Pat is so proud. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and Pat went snorkeling. Angkor Wat,
Cambodia. Bagan in Myanmar, is misspelling it. And then Inlay Lake, also in Myanmar. The Long Neck Ladies. Taj Mahal.
That is my bucket place.
And then we went to the Serengeti National Park.
Pat took this picture
with my iPhone.
I know, with his iPhone. Oh,
remember this place?
The movie? Remember the movie?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Marrakesh and Morocco. The last stop. So it was a great trip, okay, because we didn't spend a single night on the airplane. Every night we were in the hotel, so we weren't tired afterwards. And in order to do this trip, 3 conditions, right? Money, time, and your physical condition. So we figured we still have these 3, so let's go, because it wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's well worth it.
Well worth it. Lots of the, we always have bucket lists of places you've never been. So before this trip, my bucket list was Taj Mahal, because ever since I was a kid, I heard about Taj Mahal, beautiful it is, why, when the queen died and all that stuff. So finally, we were there. Yeah, it was really amazing.
It was a beautiful place.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see what Nu Skin has done for us. Okay, change our lives, but not only just us. We can change the lives of the people in our organization. Look at this. This is our group in Thailand, Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is our group in Hong Kong.
Was it in Hong Kong? Oh, in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yeah, this many.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're even changing more lives. Okay. How? Well, this is the president of University of Maryland. Both of us are graduates from Maryland. And a few years ago, we were minding our own business, sitting at home. Then I got a call. Hi, Pat. So, yeah, this is Barbara from University of Maryland. Oh, nice meeting you, Barbara. He said, well, we have noticed that both of you are alums, and we'd like to invite you back to campus. You haven't been back to the campus for a long time. We'll even invite you to have lunch. Oh, free lunch. Okay, let's go.
It's not free. There's no free lunch, okay?
So what happened? Well, Maryland is the mascot's a Terrapin, and this is Testudo, okay, the Terrapin. Well, what happened was they talked us into setting up an endowment chair for the chemical engineering department. So we have 2 endowed professors in chemical engineering, okay? And the one on the right next to me was one of the professors. And this guy on the left, he was one of the professor's grad students. He came up with an invention that can help a lot of people, okay? This is Invention, okay? They had to develop a technology that can stop bleeding instantaneously. Yeah. And when you have an accident, someone got in the serious accident, first thing what you need to do is first aid is to stop bleeding. And this guy has an invention that can stop the bleeding, okay? And as it turned out, his company is one of the hottest startups in medtech back in 2018. Now, in an indirect way, we helped him get started, okay? And then, in addition to the 2 professorships, we also have a fellowship in mathematics, and this is the recipient for the fellowship.
Yeah.
In mathematics. Does she look like a mathematician?
Yeah, she does. She talks like a mathematician too.
Okay. And then later on, got another call. We have a beautiful building, engineering building, and we have a beautiful overlook conference room. Why don't we name that after you? Oh.
With some donation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are very expensive visits, okay? But it's for the
good, yeah. For the education, helping the students and the whole.
And this is what the lab looks like downstairs.
Yeah.
And someone did, I think he donated 125 million.
Yeah, the guy who did the building is 125 million. We just have a tiny little piece, that little office that we donated.
Yeah. And now, this is a Symposium Series on integrative medicine. I don't know if you guys have heard of integrative medicine. Well, 10 years back, I got an autoimmune disease, and, you know, uh, the only way to treat it is to use steroids. And most of you know the steroids are something you don't want, you want to avoid. And my friend, who was a graduate from GW, he was a OBGYN previously for 20 some years. Then he started looking, giving out pills and giving up, doing surgery is not the way to treat people with especially chronic diseases. You should look at the whole patient, using food or lifestyle changes to treat the entire body. Okay, so he helped me out. I got better using his method. And so I said, okay, as a thank you, we've sponsored this series about integrative medicines to help the young doctors learn more, because doctors only know how to give pills and do surgery. So this is what we did. We have three symposiums so far, and this is the first one about this. Dr. John he's I think one of the pioneers in integrative medicine, and his lectures are available on the web. If you guys want it, just let me know. We can forward the links to you. Okay, this is the first one, how healing works. Next, last year we had the mind-body connection.
Yeah.
Of brain-gut connection.
Yeah, brain-gut axis, mind-body medicine. It was very good. We had it there at the George Washington University.
And this year, we
were going to have
in April, we're supposed to have this lecture by Dr. Longo. But as it turned out, the virus took care of that, so we have an online lecture. Okay, it was very good. All these 3 lectures are available online, so just let us know. It's free, free for viewing. Okay, so this, what it meant to us, we'll build a new skin team and change lives. Okay, ours, yours, and
many others for generations.
Because I'm sure Paul and Lisa's life been changed, and I think little Nicholas' life changed because of new skin. So this is the ripple effect is really tremendous if you think about it. Generation after generation. So you're not helping just people within your own group. It can help a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's essentially, join us. All right. That's essentially our story.
Yeah.
So I'll stop sharing now. I'm beginning to lose my voice too.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much, Pat and Marguerite, for sharing.